In this part, we will discuss the tools that we can use in designing our database. We will also create a database schema of our catalog project. I normally use SQL Power Architect when I'm designing a database schema of a project from scratch. I include the primary as well as the foreign keys, but not the rest of the columns, since for now, I'm only after about the relationship of the tables with each other. Again, here's our schema. Really, there's nothing trivial here. Let's create the Java classes accordingly. When dealing with the business entities like category, product, dealer, dealer group, etc., we normally assign a unique identifier to them. Let's call that code. And let's also add a description. At the very least, we now have two common fields within a subset of the entity classes. And note that we have the primary key ID too. We can refactor code and description as an abstract base class. Let's name it business entity. And we could go further, like creating abstract enable entity, which, as the name implies, let us enable and disable an entity. Auditable entity, which has an embeddable field, auditable, that contains the author and date when an entity is either created or updated. And finally, the base entity, which contains the auto-generated ID of UUID type. Let's take a look at the entity classes and compare it to our schema diagram. So here's the category. It has products, product models. So here is our product. It has a category. Then a serial has a product, dealer, and branch. A serial has a product, it has a dealer, and it has a branch. It means that that certain serial number can only be sold on that dealer or branch. So we can do all those kinds of business rules when we're doing the actual ordering process.